All right, good evening. Um, all right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to my live stream. I want to speak on the topic managing emotional crisis, and this is relationship um, talks to every couples and those in relationship partners. Emotion is something that makes a lot of couple or partners to run into problem due to inability to manage. So these programs is aimed to control and to manage those minor crises associated um, minor those crises amongst couples associated to emotional intelligence or inability to manage emotions in relationship. So that boils down to our topic, emotional intelligence. What is emotional intelligence? In this context, emotional intelligence refers to ability to recognize and understand your emotion and that of your partner. Ability for you to understand your emotion, the ability for you to understand and also recognize the emotion of your partner will help you to run out of some certain issues or crises that may have arise in your relationship or marriage. So a lot of people run into problem, a lot of couples, a lot of partners run into problem with their spouse or their partner because they do not really know, they do not really recognize, they do not really understand their own emotion and that of their partner. Number one, this definition comes in two ways. Number one, you first, then before your partner. As a person in relationship, a person in marriage, now how do you recognize and understand your emotion? How do you even take stock about your emotion? What happens when you are moody? If you are moody, if you are quiet, if you are hungry, and somebody decided to approach you or bring conversations, your partner, your spouse bring conversation at that particular time, how do you react? And when you react the way you used to react, how does it normally end? Please, sorry for poor quality. How does it normally end? Does it normally end well, or does it end in such a way that to settle it involves third party? You recognize it, you understand it. Then now, to your couple, to your partner or spouse. If my spouse return home moody, if he stays all of a sudden his mood change or her mood change, or he or she decided to be quiet, does not talk, she does not respond anymore, what normally happen if I keeps bringing that conversation, keep prolonging that conversation? How does it normally end? Does it normally end in good notes or in bad notes? Then does it end in such a way that at the end we need to kneel down to each other and beg or plead each other? When you know all these things and take these steps, you'll be able to run out of some certain problems in relationship. So in doing this, you have to do 5 things. You have to do 5 things. One, you have to recognize and manage your own emotion. Very important. When you recognize and manage your own emotion, you now, okay, in the first place, how do you even manage it? At this point, you have asked yourself some important questions about your emotion. This is a personal reflection which you take talks, get to know deeply about your emotion, how it's normally and why you reacted that way, everything about your emotion. And at this point, you have to manage it, because it is not really proper you impose what you believe or what you how you normally behave emotionally on others. So you have to manage it, because it's not really proper when wherever you go emotionally you flared up, you do this able, this one don't come, this one are showing the behavior, it doesn't speak well of you. Then even though your spouse or your partner is just accosting you, or maybe like making mistake in the public, you flared up right there, it doesn't speak well of you. Then two, you have to validate each other's feelings. What I mean by validating each other's feeling, I'm talking about acknowledging and acknowledging and accepting each other's feelings, even if you do not accept or agree 100% to the decision that your partner decided to take. But for the sake of peace, you accept it. Accepting it does not mean that you are 100% that he or she is 100% right, or you really take it, but you are accepting it at that particular time because you have studied your partner, you have studied your spouse, and know that once he or she makes a decision, it always wants it nobody to change at that particular time. It doesn't want anybody to speak into that decision anymore. He has put a seal at that particular time because of the higher intensity emotionally. So what do? You are now accepting it, and now you are giving him or her the belief that okay, yeah, you are loyal in the relationship. So, and now these points you are re-strategizing, looking for the right time, the opportunity and the right frame of mind of your spouse or your partner, is that you can approach him and him or her, you can, and in a well acceptable manner, so that you can bring in the discussion of that discussion, and then see how for her to him or him to shift grounds in the earlier decision he or she made. So in validating each other's feelings, there are some things you need to say. There are some things. At this point, you have observed your partner, your spouse, to have been you have just observed that he or she is not really in the right frame of mind, and you happens to know. Just go close. You know how you used to call him or her, honey, baby, odogo, sweetie. I know why you are reacting this way, or I understand why you are feeling that way. I am because I'm sorry. Do you know that that word alone that you uttered, that you have succeeded in going to refrigerators and then bring cool water, chill water, and pour on um, your spouse or your partner, and he or she will be calm at that particular time, listening to you, reason with you. Number three, you have to show affection and appreciation. Showing affection and appreciation in the sense that it comes in different ways depending on individuals' uh, love language and love language, or individuals' love language. Everybody has their love language. That what you say, what you do at that particular time, calm tension or bring down some tensions in relationship. Now, what are these love language? Number one, I love you. There are people that don't joke with that word. The moment they hear I love you, they smile. This is somebody who did not even think that he can smile with the level of anger that was in his mind or her mind. They will just, honey, I love you. And that person at that particular time will be very that is at that time you have break the bone, you have pierced the marrow, you bought the heart. Then to some people, oh, I mean, you don't. Do you know why I always thank God for myself or for me? I mean, for having you in my life. I always thank God for myself. You are so special to me. This is a man or a woman who did not even come, like was like still harboring that heaviness in the heart. He didn't want to talk. She didn't want to ask to say anything. She has already resulted that she will not cook today. Everybody will go to bed hungry. But hearing this alone, he or she becomes shocked. The right and positive thought begin to come into the mind, washing out those heaviness out of his or her mind. There are other people that their love language is all about maybe physical touch, holding hands, kissing, and the rest. There are some people that are places that if you touch, they smile immediately. So you need to study your spouse on your or your partner so that you will know this. Then if it's on your spouse or your partner quality way of understanding love language is to save quality time with him or her. You do what? You save quality time with him. Save quality time. All right. Okay. Now there are other people to other people quality time. Sorry, their love language is about surprising them, giving them surprise gifts. To some other people is about offering help, and as a wife, or as a partner, as a couple. Yeah, you have offended your wife, you have offended your partner, you have offended your husband or your partner, as the case may be. You decided, okay, this time, okay, I'm a man, I need to make my wife, I need to make my partner happy. Then as a return, you have already buy what he or she like most. Honey, today I don't want you to cook today. I want to enter kitchen by myself. I want to cook for you. I should be the one cooking for you. You are so special. You are my her excellency. So just wait and see. Just taste my meal today. You cook. You have already one of those things. Why she is there? Maybe you are frying. She is there hearing you frying and perceiving that aroma. She is busy smiling. How this man you cannot stop amaze me. This woman you cannot stop to amaze me. This is the way you want to drive me. Huh? You see, there are ways to um to calm tension in the family. So you offer help, or sometimes you celebrate wins, the success of your partner, your wife, your husband. Celebrate your birthday. You take, even though there is nothing to celebrate, you take him or her out just to find peace in the relationship. Then number 4, you have to practice self-awareness and self-reflection. What I mean by practicing of self-awareness and self-reflection is about developing a deeper understanding of yourself, your thoughts, emotions, and behavior. Now, this is self-appraisal. You take stock. You ask yourself some certain questions. Why did I react the way I did? What did I learn today? What can I do to improve on my own, or to improve myself? How can I correct my wrongs? You understand? You take self-appraisal, ask yourself some certain questions, get to know why you reacted the way you why you overreacted, how to correct your wrongs. If you are someone who is conscious of learning new things, what did I learn today? If you discover you didn't learn anything, then how can you correct that wrong so that you can learn tomorrow? In this conflict that we have just settled, what do I learn? What have I discovered from my partner so that next time it will not occur again? Very important. So in doing this, you have already, number 5, which is the last number. You have to develop emotional resilience together. Developing emotional resilience together, it is this is a combination of self-awareness, intentional, it is a combination of self-awareness, intentional habits, and coping strategies, how to cope. So what should you do? Number 1, you recognize your emotion you recognize your emotion rather than suppressing it or denying them. If you're emotional in the midst of that conflict, if your emotional was intense and it is through your emotion that this conflict escalated, you recognize it and see how to correct it. If it is to apologize, you apologize. Instead of you selling your own, keep it somewhere and then justify it to be right, then be blaming your partner. When you do this, you can't resolve it with that. You can't resolve conflict with blames. But you have to accept your own fault first. If you are sincere and then you accept your fault, your partner will equally accept his or her fault at that particular time. Then two of you apologize to each other and forge ahead. Then B, you must be aware of situations, people, or events that trigger strong emotions and anger in you. There are people that they have a certain person or set of people that whenever they see, even when that person does not even offend them, they get angry. There are some people that is any events, whether even though it does not cause, or situation, even though it does not concern them, they get angry. So you have to recognize this situation, or be aware of this situation or these people, and then you see how to manage it. You have to know what matters most in you or to you, and then align your actions, your thoughts in those things. Your actions, your decisions with those things that are valuable to you. Now, for example, you know what you value in most at that particular time. Then let all your minds be there. because that is the only thing that can keep makes you happy in the midst of that conflict. But you have to balance it, because the relationship is not all about you alone. The heart is not all about you alone. You are holding on to somebody's heart, and the other person is equal holding on to your heart. So you have to take care of your physical, emotional, and mental well-being by getting enough sleep, regular exercise, and regular exercise, and then engage in activities that gives you joy. Now, if you feel depressed, because depression can make a lot of people to be hungry unnecessary, or maybe you feel heaviness can make people to be hungry, um, or maybe just see that you stressful in one way or the other. One thing you should know, the first, either the best thing to do is for you to go to sleep instead of sitting down to listing all those words, all those negative thoughts, negative words, and then the jabs and the rest, and still get yourself angry. You go to sleep, or you are heavy. The heaviness can make you angry because you cannot really do what other people are doing. You engage in regular exercise, or maybe that you are not just really happy. There are things that can give you joy, maybe by chatting, or maybe reading books, reading stories, or maybe playing music, or anything that normally makes you happy. Then you do it at that particular time. But you have to create a balance between this and your relationship also. You do not allow what makes you happy to form the doing what makes you happy to take the whole day. Thereby you now you fail in your responsibility as a spouse or as a partner. And in doing this, it creates another problem. Right? Your partner will now see what he will write on to build on your mistakes, so that whenever maybe the involved third parties, he will use that to narrate your your faults. Then I think view challenges as you have to view challenges as a way of as opportunity to grow and also learn, instead of seeing it as a threat of bringing you down. Mostly challenges does not just come in order to bring you down, in order to um, reduce your ego, but it comes so that you learn. It comes so that as you have that opportunity to learn and also stay strong. Normally challenges comes in order to strengthen you, but not to break you. You see, I normally love when I hear people say, this challenge has taught me a lot of lesson. This challenge, this issue, this conflict, I learned a lot of lesson. It has put me in a position where I am today. What do they normally mean? That they learned in the midst of that conflict. He now the conflict now give him or her the opportunity to understand his spouse or partner very well. But eventually, that is the very first time that that particular kind of something escalates, brings conflict. So you know that okay, he or she does not like this thing, and he or she, if I provoke or offend him or her, this is the extent of anger, and you learn lesson in that. Next time it can't, if you actually learn lesson and then you stick to hold on to that lesson that you are learning, I don't think that it will be possible that it such repeats itself. You know how to bring in a management technique or approach in resolving that kind of conflict if it comes, or before it comes, or before it escalates. Yeah, it may come, but before it escalates, you know how to um you know how to bring it, nip it in the bud. Then if you have to surround yourself with positive and supportive set of people or relationship that can help you in time of difficulties. You cannot live your life in isolation. You cannot also surround yourself with people that does not add value to your life, or people that don't understand you. And whenever you pass through a kind of emotional challenges, or maybe when you are intense, you have to surround yourself with people that understand you, people that are supportive, people that are positive, have the positive mindset that can help you through difficult time, either by way of emotional or physical. Then I think G talks about practicing mindfulness and meditation. You know, there are times that people, you see people, okay, practice mindfulness and meditation to calm your minds, and regulate your actions or emotion. You see, there are times that people, you see people talking alone while on the road, or maybe they begin to talk. It does not mean that they don't know what they are doing, or maybe they are mentally off balance. But it is because at that time maybe they might have passed through a kind of much emotional challenge. Then all they understand at that particular time, for them to meditate, is the word of God, and they discovered the Bible portion that is suitable to what they are passing through at that particular time, or maybe the book that they read that can be of help to them at that particular time, and they start meditating. To some other people, they sing music or gospel songs. So it is one of the strategies of um, bringing down emotions at home whenever you are in conflict with your partner. Then you have to challenge negative thoughts and reframe them in a positive light. So there are times that maybe somebody talked to you, and maybe that's word or action makes you, whenever you remember, you feel depressed or stressed, or you feel your heart break, you had a broken heart or something, or maybe you pass through a situation that normally you ought not to pass through such situation, and this gives you much concern, and it normally administer negativity into your thought. So at that particular time, all you need to do is for you to challenge that negative thought, either by word of God or whatever that you can use to challenge. You stand your ground and challenge it to give away. You see, when God told Satan, he said, "Get thee behind me, Satan." You know, it does not. I mean, Jesus Christ, not God. Jesus Christ, yeah, actually was weak. He was depressed because of the situation that he found himself. Remember, he was human being. He found himself at that particular time, and then all of a sudden, Satan took that negative words to him. What did he do? He challenged those thoughts, those negativity. Get thee behind me. Sometimes you have that weakness, become depressed and dejected, and negative thought begin to come, and you don't even know. You start asking yourself questions. You challenge it. So yeah, get thee behind me. Now redeem and leave it. Then number J, consider seeking help from a professional or mental health professional if you are struggling with emotional stress. If you are struggling with emotional stress, or being depressed, and you have taken all these points highlighted, and it still persists, you seek help from a mental professional or counselor, and you'll be counseled. So this program, I want to let you know that this program is courtesy to of Counselors Chamber. We are available on Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. We have a channel on YouTube, but for now we do not really have up to like 50 subscribers in that particular YouTube account in order for us to go live in that particular one they made. So I decided to use this other alternative platform so that we can give you the best of the in make out of your relationship. So do follow us on Facebook. We are available on Facebook, Counselors Chamber. Our own counselors has double L. That is COUNSELLOR apostrophe S before chamber. We are available on TikTok. We are available on YouTube. We are on can subscribe to that particular YouTube. You can subscribe to this one because we are running 7 days. I'm going to run this 7 days program every day on TikTok. On TikTok every day, 8:30 p.m. Then on YouTube 9:30 p.m. for 7 good days. So then this is a comedy platform which we used for comedy. Comedian Yokiba Jr. We are also available on YouTube. We are available on TikTok. So we are available on Facebook. So do well to follow us and then subscribe to us and then ask questions in any question on, and we'll be able to reply you on the area that we have discussed. So it is my greatest expectation and my prayer that in your relationship, in your marriage, you will not have any challenge that will threaten the, your peace or the peace of your relationship. Thank you very much. Good night and God bless you.